all gathered here tonight, all the members of the community who are so interested in bringing the city together and moving it forward in a positive way. We thank you for our police and firemen who are here and God and what they do in our city, and how they protect us and how they do really hard jobs. You know that we don't know all the hours and time they put in, God, and we just thank you for them. Be with us as we go through this information that's been given to us, and as we go through the business of the city, God. May everything we do be pleasing in your sight. In Christ's name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Councilmember Robbins.
Here.
Gill.
Here.
Thornton.
Here.
Gant.
Here.
Jones.
Here. Here. Okay, on the old business, item 1, we're going to ask to carry that over tonight to, we can get the boundary descriptions, is what we don't have yet. And so we're going to ask to carry that over, and we can handle that at the next meeting. And then item 2, approval for the library to apply for a $10,000 library service and technology grant for collection development requiring a 25% or a $2,500 local match. This is the second time it's been on the agenda. Do we have a motion to move forward?
So moved.
Second. We have a motion and we have a second. Any discussion? All in favor, let it be known by saying aye. Aye. Okay, I'm going to jump back up here and take the minutes. You received in your packet a copy of the minutes from the council meeting held on Monday, March the 21st, 2016. Any additions or corrections? Any corrections? Do we have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve is presented.
Second. We have a motion, we have a second for approval. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Thank you for that approval. So those minutes have been approved. Now we'll jump down to new business for item 1, ordinance number 2016-5, an ordinance to declare surplus and parcel of land commonly referred to as the Wetumpka National Guard Armory property, and to authorize a lease to the Elmo County Health Care Authority. This is the first time on the agenda.
First read.
First reading.
Pursuant to section 11-47-21 of the Code of Alabama, 1975 as amended, be it ordained by the Council of the City of Wetumpka, Alabama as follows. Whereas the City of Wetumpka is the owner of approximately 4 acres of real property located on U.S. Highway 231 and Hospital Drive in the City of Wetumpka, Alabama, which is more particularly described in Exhibit A attached here to, and whereas this property was formerly owned by the State of Alabama Department of Corrections and conveyed to the City of Wetumpka on August 19, 2015 by deed recorded also Judge of Highway of Elmo County, Alabama on RLPY 2015, page 41929. And whereas the City of Wetumpka is not presently using said property, and the Council of the City of Wetumpka has determined that the property is not needed for municipal purposes at this time, and that it should be declared surplus. And whereas this Council of the City of Wetumpka desires for this property to be utilized in a manner that would benefit and serve the city and its citizens and serve a public purpose. And whereas the Elmo County Health Care Authority, which is a public nonprofit entity that was established to provide for public health care services and facilities in Elmo County, is interested in leasing the property from the city at a reduced rental rate and sublease it to a private entity for use as a medical clinic and medical office complex. And whereas the city believes that a lease with the Elmo County Health Care Authority for the purposes stated herein would serve a valid public purpose and would increase the availability of qualified health care and services to the citizens of our city and the county. And whereas the city requested and has received an Attorney General's opinion number 2016-022, which states that the City of Wetumpka is authorized to lease property for a maximum term of 99 years pursuant to section 1147-21 of the Code of Alabama, that the city is authorized to enter into a long-term lease with the Elmo County Health Care Authority for less than adequate consideration and allow the authority to sublease the property to a private entity for use as a medical clinic and medical office complex. Now therefore, be it resolved by the council of the city of Wetumpka that said properties described in Exhibit A attached hereto is not needed for municipal purposes at this time, and that the public interest shall be improved by its lease in accordance with and subject to the following conditions. Section 1, the city shall lease the property to the Elmore County Health Care Authority in the following terms. A, the lease shall be a ground lease for a period of 99 years from the date of the execution of this lease agreement, with a monthly rental rate of $2,500 per month commencing on the date of the execution of the sublease agreement. The city reserves the right to remove any of the tenant or non-public structures within 60 days of this ordinance. The leasee and/or subleasee shall have the right to demolish the remaining structures on the premises at no cost to the city and shall hold the city harmless for any injuries or damages sustained during or as a result of the removal. Leasee and subleasee shall be responsible for all utilities, ad valorem taxes, and the new construction of and maintenance of all improvements on the leased property. Leasee and subleasee shall secure and pay for liability insurance on the property with the city listed as additional insured in the amount of $1 million. In the event the leasee fails to sublease the property for the purposes stated herein, in accordance with the applicable provisions of the Land Sales Act, as specified in the Attorney General's opinion referenced herein, within 6 months, then the lease agreement shall terminate, and all rights to and possession of the property shall revert to the city. Any sublease agreement shall be approved by the city. In the event the subleasee fails to commence development within 18 months from the execution of the sublease agreement, or fails to commence operation of the medical clinic and medical office complex within 36 months from the date of the sublease agreement, or if its leasee or its successor to sign or lien holder ceases operation of the medical clinic or medical office complex at any time, then the city shall have the right to terminate the lease and sublease agreement, and the possession of the property shall revert to the city free and clear of any lien or claims for the value of any improvements. The lease agreement shall be drafted by the city attorney in a manner to effectuate and fulfill the purposes stated herein, and shall incorporate the foregoing provisions and any other terms deemed necessary to protect the city's interests as approved by the mayor. Pursuant to the authority granted by section 114721 of the Code of Alabama 1975 as amended, the mayor and the city clerk shall be and hereby are authorized and directed to execute and attest respect to the said lease agreement for and on behalf of the city of Wetumpka, Alabama. We need the provisions of the ordinance should be declared unconstitutional or otherwise invalid, shall have no effect on the remaining provisions of this ordinance. This ordinance shall become effective on the adoption and publication required by law. First reading.
Thank you. Second item, ordinance number 2016-6, an ordinance to exempt certain covered items from municipal sales and use tax during the first full weekend of August 2016. This is also the first reading.
Ordinance number 2016-6, an ordinance of the city of Wetumpka, Alabama to exempt certain covered items from the municipal sales and use tax during the first full weekend of August 2016. Be it ordained by the City Council of Wetumpka, Alabama as follows. Section 1, as required by the Sales Tax Holiday Rule 810-6-3.65 of the Code of Alabama 1975, Section 1151 and 210. Providing for a state sales tax holiday, the city of Wetumpka, Alabama exempts covered items from municipal sales and use taxing for the period beginning at 12:01 a.m. on Friday, August 5th, 2016, and ending at 12 midnight on the following Sunday, August 7th, 2016. Section 2, the ordinance shall be subject to all terms, conditions, definitions, time periods, and rules as provided by Code of Alabama 1975, Section 1151, 210E, except that the period shall only be as specified as in Section 1 above and not for all years thereafter. Section 3, the city clerk is hereby authorized and directed to certify a copy of this ordinance under the seal of the city of Wetumpka, Alabama, and shall forward said certified copy to the Alabama Department of Revenue to be recorded and posted on the department website. Section 4, this ordinance shall become effective on July 1st, 2016, adopted and approved this blank day of 2016.
Also the first reading. Then item 3, resolution number 2016-4-1, authorizing participation in the Main Street Alabama program. Do we have a motion to approve this resolution?
Move for adoption of the resolution.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion. Do we have a second? Do we have any discussion? All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, that resolution being approved. Item 4, resolution number 2016-4-4-2, extension of resolution number 2015-10-19-1, declaring a temporary moratorium on issuance of conditional use permits as allowed for duplexes in the R-2-6 zoning district. Okay. Have any questions? Do we have a motion to move forward? Okay, I got a motion here with Thornton. Who had a second? Okay. Thank you for the motion and the second. Any discussion?
I have a question. Where is that? Your district, okay. That's all.
Any other question? All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, so that resolution to have been approved. Then item 5, permission to repair and replace damaged fence at 201 Coosa Street, estimated cost of $1,200. And you ask that the rules be suspended on this to move forward with repair of this damaged fence. We have a motion to suspend the rules.
Motion to suspend the rules.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Roll.
Councilmember Robbins?
Yes.
Gill? Thornton?
Yes.
Gant?
Yes.
Jones?
Yes.
Okay, rules having been suspended, do we have a motion now to move forward and grant permission?
Motion to move forward.
Second. Ted's already talked to me about this.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, that too having granted permission. Permission to file and execute an application for the Main Street Alabama Program selection process coming under economic development. Do we have a motion to move forward, grant this permission?
Motion to file and execute an application for the Main Street Alabama Program selection process.
Okay, we have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? Okay, permission to file and execute application is granted. Then item 7, permission for the EAA Chapter 822 Young Eagles fly in on April 30th at the airport. Anyone here with the airport? Yes, sir. Come up here and tell us who you are, what you do.
Okay, well, we're planning this year, and I want to bring it to the city council. We wanted to bring it to the city council, but we're planning a Young Eagle Day for April the 30th, last Saturday in April. It's a wonderful time, good community outreach for the airport. We want to bill it also as Airport Appreciation Day. We have a few challenges this year with some of the construction that's going on out there, but we can work around that. And so far, we've probably flown over the years, we've probably flown about 1,500 to 1,700 kids. And so we've given a lot of kids some really good memories. What we do is we introduce them to the pilot that's going to take them up. The kids go to the aircraft, takes them around the airplane, shows them what makes it fly and what the controls do, and they get to experience flight and take them for about a 20-minute ride. And the kids have a wonderful time, and we have a wonderful time doing it. And so I wanted to share that with the council, and again, to let you know we're doing it and make sure that we don't have any issues with any validity issue.
Folks, this is a great event, and mark it on your calendar and go out there and just see what we do. My father told me about World War II, and he had a reconnaissance plane, the Piper Cub, that his responsibility was to keep it up and fly it. And I went out there one day, and this particular type program that you had, and there was an airplane there, and I kept walking around looking at it, and I said, this looks just like what my dad explained to me that he flew. So a gentleman walked up and he said, you like my plane? And I said, yeah. And he said, I'm on my way to, is it Oshkosh or?
Oshkosh.
To take,
We're a member of the National Organization, Experimental Aircraft Association. We're a local chapter. And the national organization, this is a program that's sponsored by the national organization. Nationally, we're approaching 2 million kids that we've given an airplane ride.
My dad had just died. He had been dead 2 weeks. And the gentleman said, would you like to go for a ride? And he put me in that plane, put me in the back seat, and put the
They said, oh,
headset on me and talked to me, and he told me exactly how they would have flown that thing flying reconnaissance missions. I hit the ground, I called my brother, and I said, you won't believe what I just got to do. But I'll never forget that. It happened at Elmore Airport.
we have some accomplished pilots out there. We've got some really nice airplanes, and the kids will have a great time. But I wanted to bring that to the
And I
council.
understand what a tail dragger is too.
Okay, it's Saturday, April the 30th, and we'll probably start flying kids, or, well, as soon as we can, but it's usually around 8:30, 9 o'clock. And we'll fly kids, as long as we have a line, we won't turn anybody away, but we're usually wrapping it up around 2:30, somewhere in there.
You fly a tail dragger?
Yes, sir, I do.
You know, I didn't know what a tail dragger was, but I know you cannot see what's in front of you in a tail dragger until you get it up fast enough
Get the tail up.
when it comes up.
But if you ever see a tail dragger taxiing, you'll see them doing this, and what they're doing is looking down the That's how tailwheel pilot struts his stuff, so.
Thank you, sir. Good question.
Is
So
there
we need
need,
to,
Mayor, is there a need for the kids to sign a waiver, any for waivers from parents, or
I'm sorry?
is there a need for the youth to have a waiver signed for the parents or anything or anything?
We have, the national organization provides us insurance, and we have them sign a waiver and parent permission. We've got all the national documentation that they use, and we have it over the years that we've done it. We've got it down to a real science that we get the parents' permission, and we've got all they sign a waiver, and we've got insurance through the national organization.
Is there, the reason I ask that, because I want to probably get a group of kids from the Boys and Girls Club that may come in a van, their parents may not be with them. So I wanted to, how would you address it?
We gotta have a responsible adult that's taking responsibility for them, or they don't get a ride. And, you know, but we try to, we emphasize that, go get your dad or go get your mom. If they're with some friends, we can't give them a ride unless we've got authorization from the parents to take them out.
But if they're with
Can
the
you
club,
give
can we get some application?
authorization forms to get signed to bring with the person who's their sponsor?
Yes.
okay, that's work.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Okay.
Person, we'll even get you up there.
I'm good.
Okay. We have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
So, yeah, then you don't get your flag, don't you? Got a motion, we have a second. Any discussion? Yes, sir.
One more small item, and that is that this is for kids from 7 to 17, so if they're in that age range,
7 or 8.
they can get into the airplane.
I'm a 7-year-old, but I cannot take unless you can fly.
I think it's
We-
Is it 7?
If you bring him, he'll get a ride.
Okay.
And we
She
also
will,
have,
and she'll be flying that plane.
Yes, she will.
we'll have some we have some simulators there also that are for the little kiddies, so that they don't miss a chance to do something. But we've got simulators that they can get in that have controls in them, and they can bank them and tilt them, and it's a kind of an opportunity for the little ones to have something to do.
Thank you, sir. Okay, we have a motion, we have a second, we've had discussion, all in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Boards and committees? Chamber report? And our citizens, public comment? Motion to adjourn? So moved.